Hello creation, I hope you're well. This is a dream information that were given last night or this morning. It's heavy in its nature, so please, if you're looking for something that's bright and breezy, scroll on. This is called Bloodline Scroll Reveals Antichrist. So if it's not for you, just please scroll on from now. But it's information that was given last night through a dream. I've just woken from a dream. I was there. It was a dark one, but I know that I have to tell of it. I was at a stately home on the coast of England. I was with the Queen of that era. The Queen was identifiable to me as Judi Dench, and seeing that in my lifetime I've seen Judi Dench portray the Queen in at least one of her roles, then I'm not surprised for this association really. We agreed to walk to the beach. There was a lip of the land that stood around 2 feet in height, and the coastline meandered akin to how a scatty child would perform an excited dance with many twists and turns. As we walked to the beach, there was a professional royal courtesy upheld in the distance kept between myself and Her Majesty. She looked deeply saddened and unhappy. Breaking protocol, I placed my hand upon the small of her back and stated, "You look troubled, ma'am. Do I overstep my duty?" meaning by offering comfort this way. "No, it's all right," she replied. When seen in the public eye with Albert, there could be no showing of emotion toward each other. I miss him terribly. The tide came in far quicker than was expected, and I said that we should make our return. This was the first part of the dream, and I can't help but associate this to the film Mrs. Brown, in which both Judi Dench and Billy Connolly starred magnificently, I must add. Then we were in old London town. There was a rallying cry for war that was spreading uncontrollably throughout the unawakened. I was with my sister, who was around, not visible to the eye at the time, but I was aware of her presence. Then I was shown a bloodline chart from the beginning, which was hastily skirted past. Down the line, my gaze fell, resting upon a single gentlemanly figure who was sporting white pantaloons, a red jacket and long black curly hair. "Who's this?" I inquired. I'm not sure if this was the Queen showing me the chart, which was an unravelled scroll and of quite importance. It was of, some importance, obviously. "This is the one who may or may not turn out to be the Satan," she replied. At this point, my sister came into the picture and was concerned for me not to get involved any further, insistent in her asking that was likened to desperation, for she was fearing for my life. "I can't let this happen," I said. "They must not go to war." The air grew dark, and I turned to look at this figure walking towards me, who was carrying a sign that had no word written upon it, as the common day placard does. It was a carving of one solid piece of wood, square with 4 sides, but with a carrying post, as for the raising for all to see. On each 4 sides of the cubed placard, it read, "The Antichrist is," and the space beneath it was blank. Please excuse me, I have to turn this page over. The sign bearer turned and began his way down the slope, which was now quadmiric in appearance, if there is such a word. It was a quadmire. There were old-style houses offset to the left and right, and one facing towards us at the bottom of the hill, with a through route to the street beyond. The town hall was a couple of streets away, and the people could be heard. and they were crying out for war, to be honest. I remember that. My friend had now appeared, an ally and a happy, good vibrational one at that. Always pleased to see each other, we embraced. Although I had a deep sadness within, as I knew that I would not be coming back, and I knew this would be the last time that we would see each other in this life. He didn't quite realise this and continued being his normal, happy-go-lucky self. I was making my way down the slope when a solitary figure came walking towards me. His arms were by his side. He had been wrapped from head to toe in barbed wire. It was Russell Brand. I'm just telling you what I dreamt, what the information came through to me. I'm not saying that he's the Antichrist or all like that, although I do believe it has been said before. I just stood and looked at him. He said, "I'll be back, and when I come back they'll be sorry." It seemed that the locals had bound the one who they believed to be the Satan, or the Antichrist, whatever you want to call it. He continued walking up the hill. I headed down the hill towards the crowd whom I couldn't see, but I knew were just around the corner. My friend was still talking to me quite happily, but I was saddened, and the tears started to flow. He put his arms around my shoulder and, as pals do, tried to uplift my spirit. The door to the house that we were standing outside of opened, and two people walked out. They were going to the gathering. They were going to join those who were readying for war. But this is not the way, and this is the message that I have to portray. Regardless of the energies, what we have to face in our lifetimes, in our lives, it's the war is not to be fought outside of self. The war is within. You have to combat those low vibrational frequencies that are within the self. It's totally the wrong thing to do to go towards another to take their life through whatever reasons. That is not the way. That is not the way. The only way forward with war is to combat it from within yourself and overcome it with love. That's what I have to say. That's what I have to say. This is my opinion, but I feel it so strongly in my soul. That was a dream. People might just say it's fucking twaddle or whatever, I don't know. There may well, this won't be for everybody, obviously. But there may well be those of influence who are watching this at this moment in time, who know of certain prophecies that are being fulfilled, have to be fulfilled. And there is an exchanging of power that's been taken. The darkness is being washed off this earth plane. It's been replaced. Now, some might say, oh, he's gone off a round twist or whatever. No. There's a difference between a dream, and there's a difference between giving information and knowing, and in a knowing that you have to portray it, you have to put it out there. And this had to go out there. I don't know who's going to see it. If you're of a low vibrational frequency and you're one of these with the illusion of power, you're one of these big hitters, these billionaires, whatever, I don't care. Your time is up. It's as simple as that. Your time really is finished. And it only needs playing out. That's it. It just needs to be played out. So, anyway. You will be removed, and it will be love that removes you. The light will remove you, and it's doing so. Anyway, it's a deep one. It's a strong one. Apologies if you were wanting all light-hearted and all the rest of it, but that had to come out. That had to be written. Anyway, that's it for today. It's been a heavy few days, really, and this had to come out. So, if you're battling, keep battling, but within, not without. Take care.